Okay, today we are going to be looking at some hard exam style questions for algebraic fractions. Now these are going to be around the 8 and 9 grade difficulty. I'd recommend going over the algebraic fractions video before this, where we go over all of the content. If you've done that already, let's go through these questions. For question 1, we need to simplify this fraction here. So 14 over 3x minus 21 plus x plus 4 divided by 2x squared minus 6x minus 56 over 2x plus 3 in this form here, where a, b, and c are integers. Okay, so it looks like quite a complex equation. Now we just want to break it down step by step, as we do with all of these questions. So before we can add any fraction, we need to go ahead and work out what is going on in this bracket here. Okay, so let's work that out separately on this side. So we are dividing here, and when we divide, we change this to a multiplication sign and flip the second fraction. So we are going to be doing x plus 4 multiplied by 2x plus 3 over 2x squared minus 6x minus 56. Now let's see if we can factorize this denominator. You can see that all of these coefficients are divisible by 2, so let's take that out. So it'll be 2 brackets x squared minus 3x minus 28. So if we factorize this bracket, have minus 7 plus 4. So if we rewrite this now, we get x plus 4 over 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3 over 2x minus 7, x plus 4. You can see straight away we can cross cancel these two out, which leaves us with 2x plus 3 over 2x minus 7, which now can replace this entire bracket here. So let's go ahead and sub in this into the original equation. So we are now left with 14 over 3x minus 21 plus 2x plus 3 over 2x minus 7. And if you notice here, I can see that this denominator can actually be factorized. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, just so it's a bit easier for us when cross multiplying. So 3 is a common factor, so we'll take that out, leaving us with 3x minus 7. So we can see these denominators, we've got x minus 7, but just this number outside the bracket is different. So we want that to be the same, and that will give us a common denominator. A common multiple of 3 and 2, 6. So if we multiply this by 2 to get 6, and we multiply this fraction by 3 to get 6, that will leave us with 28 plus 6x plus 9 over 6x minus 7. And that leaves us with a final answer of 6x plus 37. And we need it in this format, so I'm just going to multiply out this bracket here. 6x minus 42, where a is 6, b is 37, c is 6, and d is minus 42. Question 2, 4 marks again. We need to multiply these two fractions together. And before we do that, it will be best if we factorize first to see if we can cancel anything out. So let's go ahead and factorize everything. So this numerator here, we can do 2 multiplied by v squared minus 9. And straight away we can see that this is the difference of two squares. So let's rewrite that. V plus 3, V minus 3. In the denominator, we can take the common factor of V out multiplied by V plus 3. So these two cancel each other out. We'll tidy this up in a minute. We're going to multiply. So, okay, factorizing V squared minus V, we take out the common factor V multiplied by V minus 1. If we factorize this denominator, we get plus 9 minus 1. So again, these two cancel out, which leaves us with 2V minus 3 over V multiplied by V over V plus 9. So you can see we've taken this complex equation and simplified it down to this. And again, we can actually see that we can cross cancel out these V's here, which leaves us with an answer of 2V minus 6 all over V plus 9. Question 3, we need to solve this equation, which means we are finding the values for y. First of all, let's go ahead and make this linear. So let's multiply all of the terms in this equation by y minus 2. So that will get rid of the denominator here. So 3y plus 4 plus 7 multiplied by y minus 2 equals 2y multiplied by y minus 2. Let's expand and simplify. Okay, that will be 10y minus 10 equals 2y squared minus 4y. Now, because we're solving for y, we want one side to equal 0. So let's take all of this over to the other side. So 0 equals 2y squared minus 4y minus 10y, which is minus 14y. And minus 10 becomes plus 10. These numbers are all divisible by 2. So let's go ahead and simplify, just so it's a bit easier to factorize. Okay, so as we can see here, we can't actually factorize. So what are we going to do to solve for y? We can use the quadratic equation, where a equals 1, b equals minus 7, and c equals 5. And just as a reminder, I'll write out the formula here. It's minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So y will equal 7 plus or minus minus 7 squared minus 4 times 1 times 5 all over 2. So if we work this out in our calculator, gives us root 29 all over 2. So our values for y will be 7 plus root 29 over 2 and 7 minus root 29 over 2. Okay, and just a side note, if you're ever unsure whether your answer is right or not with these algebraic questions, you can always sub in your answer into the original equation. And if you get the desired answer, we know it's right. Okay, looking at question 4. Again, we're solving here and we need to add these two fractions together. So let's go ahead and cross multiply. Okay, so let's expand and simplify. So 2x minus 2 plus 3x plus 3 all over x plus 1, x minus 1 equals x squared minus 1. 2x and 3x gives us 5x minus 2 plus 3 is plus 1. And just another note here as well, we can see that this is the difference of two squares. So I'm just going to add that in there now. So that'll be x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, so we've simplified everything. Now we need to go ahead and solve for x. And we want to get everything onto one side for now. So let's go ahead and take this denominator over. So we're dividing on this side, so we're going to multiply on the right hand side. So we're going to have 5x plus 1 equals 5 over x plus 1, x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 1, x minus 1 over 1. And we can see these two are the same, so they cancel out, leaving us with 5x plus 1, which equals 5. So now we want x on its own. So it's a lot simpler now to solve. 5x equals 4. X equals 4 over 5. Okay, that's 4 marks there. Okay, question 5. We are simplifying these two fractions. So before we go ahead and multiply, let's try and factorize any of these if we can. So I can see straight away that this numerator here can be factorized with the difference of two squares, because root 5 multiplied by root 5 gives us 5 on its own. Okay, now let's see if this denominator here can be factorized. So two numbers are multiplied to give us 2, two numbers are multiplied to give us 4. 8 and 1, yep, these two can be added or subtracted to give us 7. So these are our two brackets there. That's 2x and 1, x and 4. So with these kinds of questions, we want to try and factorize as much as we can, because you never know when you'll find something that can cancel out with another term. Okay, so we factorize as much as we can, and we can see straight away x minus 5, x minus 5, these cross cancel each other out. 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 there. Okay, so now this equation is looking a lot more simple. So we're left with x plus root 5 all over x minus 4. And we can't simplify further, so that's our final answer. Okay, question 6, we're solving again, and we're adding these two fractions here. We need a common denominator, so that will be 4. So we just need to multiply this left fraction by 2. So that will be 2x minus 2 over 4 plus 2x plus 3 over 4, which equals 1. So let's add the numerators together. That will give us 4x plus 1 over 4 equals 1. Let's go ahead and get x on its own. So we'll take this 4 over, leaving us with 4x plus 1, which equals 4. We want x on its own, so 4x is 3, and x is 3 over 4. Question 7, we're simplifying, so we are just multiplying 3 fractions together. Again, before we start this, let's factorize as much as we can and see if we can cancel any terms out. So this first fraction can't be factorized, so we're going to leave it as it is. This numerator, we can take our common factor of x plus 2. This is the difference of two squares, so x plus 7, x minus 7. Take out 6 as a common factor, x minus 7. For the denominator, we'll take out 3 as a common factor, x plus 2. Okay, so we can see straight away x plus 2, they cancel out. X minus 7, x minus 7, x plus 7, x plus 7. So this leaves us with some more simple fractions. So here we've got 1 over x squared multiplied by x, just over 1, multiplied by 6 over 3, which is just 2. Okay, so let's multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. 1 times x times 2 is 2x over x squared. And using the laws of indices, we can simplify this further to give us 2x to the power of minus 1. Moving on now to question 8. We have a worded question here. Let a equal 5x squared minus 80y squared and b equal 40y minus 10x. Find an expression for 1 over a divided by 1 over b. Give your answer in its simplest form. So straight away, we know if we're dividing two fractions, we're going to flip the sign and flip the second fraction. So now let's substitute in these terms into our fraction here. So 1 over 5x squared minus 80y squared, and we're multiplying that with 40y minus 10x over 1. Now before we go ahead and multiply, again, let's see if we can factorize these terms. This has x squared, this has y squared, so we can't take any letters out, but we can take out 5 as a common factor to start off with. So 5 brackets x squared minus 16y squared. And if you see here, if you notice this minus sign and this square number here, this is actually the difference of two squares. So we can further factorize this bracket here. And that will give us x here. And if we're square rooting this term here, plus and minus 4 and y, because y is squared too. So if we multiply out, we're left with x squared minus 16y squared. Okay, so this is our denominator factorized. Now let's try the same for this numerator here. Again, we've got a common factor of 10, so let's take that out. That'll give us 10 bracket 4y minus x. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out our original equation here, but subbing in these factorized expressions, just so you can understand what we're trying to do. So now 5x squared minus 80y squared will be substituted with this expression here. So 5x plus 4y, x minus 4y. And we're going to multiply that with the factorized expression of 40y minus 10x. Now, so far we've got this. We've taken 10 out as a common factor and multiplied it by this inside the bracket. Based on this denominator here, we want to have x minus 4y in the bracket so that we can go ahead and cancel those two out. At the moment, we haven't got that. If I rewrite this and put the x first to get it in this kind of format, just moving this around, we've got 10 brackets minus x plus 4y. which isn't what we want. We want these signs to be flipped around. So what we can do is we can just multiply everything by -1. So that will give us minus 10 multiplied by x minus 4y. And if you see now, this bracket matches. So if we substitute this value in to the numerator, we will be able to cross cancel out. Okay. So now we can go ahead and cancel this, cancel that. And we can see that this 10 and 5 can also be cross cancelled out. So this will become 2 and that will just become 1, leaving us with 1 over x plus 4y multiplied by -2, which gives us a final answer of minus 2 over x plus 4y. Okay, and the last question for this video, we need to prove that this fraction divided by this fraction equals k, and k is a number that needs to be found. So before we do anything, let's rewrite this question, because as we are dividing, we need to flip this sign and flip this second fraction. So this first fraction stays the same. Let's go through it step by step. And we're going to multiply this by 2x squared y minus 18y over 4xy minus 12y. Okay, so now we've got our fractions in the right order. Let's go ahead and factorize to see if we can cancel anything out. So this numerator here, can see that 7 is a common factor, so let's take that out. If we try and factorize this denominator here, 2 numbers are multiplied to give us 2, 2 numbers are multiplied to give us 15. So that's 6 and 5. Yeah, we can add or subtract these to get 1. So these two are our brackets. So we've got 2x and 5, x and 3, plus and a minus. So straight away, cancel these two out. For this numerator here, we can see that we can take out 2 and we can take out y as well. So we're going to multiply that with x squared minus 9. And again, x squared minus 9 is the difference of two squares. So that can be further factorized into double brackets with x plus 3, x minus 3, all over this denominator here. So we can take out 4 and we can take out y as a common factor. So 4y, and we're going to multiply that with x and 3. Okay, so x plus 3 cross cancel out. X minus 3, that can be cancelled out too. So now we're actually left with just 7 over 1 multiplied by 2y over 4y. Okay, and this 2 and 4 can be cancelled out, so this can be just 1 and this can be 2. And as we have y over y2, this can cancel out as well. Okay, I hope this is clear and you can see it. So that just leaves us with 7 multiplied by 1, so just 7, over 1 multiplied by 2, which is 2, leaving us with an answer of k as 3.5.